This presentation is building consensus about the past, schema consistency, and conversion in socially shared retrieval-induced forgetting. The definition of schema is a mental structure that an individual uses to organize knowledge and guide cognitive processes and behavior. People use schemata, which is the plural form, to categorize objects and events based on common elements and characteristics, and thus interpret and predict the world. For example, when a child is young, they may develop a schema for a dog. They know a dog walks on 4 legs, is hairy, and has a tail. And when the child goes to the zoo for the first time and sees a tiger, they may initially think the tiger is a dog as well. Early studies on within individual retrieval-induced forgetting show that repeatedly retrieving some items while not retrieving other items related facilitates recall of the practiced items, but inhibits later recall of the non-practiced items. The early study effect has been extended to socially shared retrieval-induced forgetting. People who merely listen to a speaker retrieving some, but not the other items, even people participating as speakers or listeners in conversation, show the same facilitation and inhibition. The authors replicated and extended the SSRIF, or socially shared retrieval-induced forgetting effect, with a structured story in experiment 1 and in a free-flowing conversation about the story in experiment 2. Specifically, they explored the degree to which participants subsequently form a coherent collective memory of the story, and 2, whether schema consistency of the target information influences both WIRIF and SSRIF. The general aim of this study is to examine the way in which conversations promote the formation of collective memories through what is not said in the conversation, rather than simply through what is said, that is, through silence. The study had 2 specific aims. 1, exploring whether the effects of WIRIF and SSRIF promote the formation of a collective memory between a speaker and a listener, and 2, investigating whether both WIRIF and SSRIF can be found for both schema consistent and hence memorable material, and schema inconsistent and hence less memorable material. In the process of accomplishing, we also intended to replicate early findings. The author selected 2 groups of people to conduct the experiments. They had several stories, pen and paper. They had 2 experiments, and they used coding. Here are the 2 graphs of the first and second experiment. The first one with schema inconsistent, or schema consistent and inconsistent for listeners and speakers in the overhearer condition. The second graph is schema consistent and inconsistent for listeners and speakers in the conversation condition. A key result in the present study is that collective or shared memories are formed following selective remembering, and that their formation is as much a result of collective forgetting as collective remembering. In as much as WIRIF and SSRIF apply equally to both schema-consistent, memorable material and schema-inconsistent, less than memorable material, the collective forgetting and the collective memories are built around RIF should and do occur for both types of material. Another result also shows the role that silence plays in not only collective memory, but also individual and collective identities. The study implies that the researchers only tested the formation of a shared memory between a pair of conversing individuals, but the results could be extrapolated to collective memories held by larger aggregates, example, communities, states, nations, etc. The future holds that although the definition of what is truly constitutes silence remain debatable, it is clear that a greater emphasis needs to be placed on incorporating into the study of collective memory, not just what is said, but also what is left unsaid. Identifying the necessary processes behind when, why, and how a collective memory forms is no simple matter, but the present study underscores the pertinent role of silence. Thank you.